Earlier tonight, President Trump issued a very powerful call for unity in America after the tragedy in Charlottesville. Was the liberal media watching? Take a look.
When one part of America hurts, we all hurt. And when one citizen suffers an injustice, we all suffer together. Loyalty to our nation demands loyalty to one another. Love for America requires love for all of its people. When we open our hearts to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice, no place for bigotry, and no tolerance for hate.
Now, this weekend in Boston, we saw a massive demonstration to stand up to bigotry and hatred. Now, according to the police, 40,000 people showed up. The vast majority of those people, they were peaceful. Very tiny little violence. Now, the police in Boston, the mayor of the city, and the governor of Massachusetts, they deserve a tremendous amount of credit and praise. It was clearly all hands on deck, and they were there for the people in their city and in their state. Everyone involved did their very best to keep the peace and to respect people's First Amendment rights, which is so important to all of us. And I also want to praise the protesters. 99+% of those protesters, you see right there, tens of thousands of people showing up. They were peaceful. 99% stood up for something that all conservatives that I know, all Republicans I know, and I know the president over the years, despise, find as evil and repugnant, and that's white supremacy. Now, there was a small handful of bad actors. You're always going to have people like that looking for trouble and who are looking to start fights, and they went after the police. But the police and the people in the crowd, they didn't let those few agitators, less than 1%, create chaos. And this is what we should be doing now as a country. But, of course, the exact opposite happened last week when the media tried to use the tragedy in Charlottesville. Why? To bludgeon the president politically, and conservatives, and, of course, Republicans, and paint them all as racist and bigots. And here's what the Destroy Trump media, the establishment media, doesn't want you to know. We have showed you video after video after video going back for decades. President Trump condemning hate, white supremacists, the Klan, David Duke. We even have tape now in 1991 denouncing Duke on Larry King Live. So it's time for the liberal media and the Democrats, stop playing the race card. Stop using this for political advancement and dividing the country even further. Now, this happens every 2 to 4 years. I've been playing these tapes over and over the years, and I'll play them probably tomorrow night just to remind you. It happens every 2 to 4 years. The race card is played. You elect Republicans, black churches are going to burn. Elect Republicans, and, you know, it's like my father's killed all over again. And Al Gore, they don't even want to count you in the census if you're an African American. It's time to stop spreading the false narrative against the president and conservatives, because all it's doing is tearing the country apart every time it's done. And as we said at the top of the show, the president, he is now seemingly in governing mode tonight. And by the way, now is the time, now through December, agenda, 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 to get the agenda accomplished, the promises fulfilled to the American people. I hope Congress was watching tonight, and I hope they understand that the American people expect them to do their job.